has gone into third place as they go up the straight. And the fastest lap we have so far is Ayrton Senna, his third lap, 2 minutes 5.9 seconds.
Yes, so Prost, courtesy of his bad start, has had to give Senna a 12.5-second start, which is, you don't really want to give that to anybody, least of all Ayrton Senna on a wet track.
And now Patrese, and there's Prost! Prost spinning!
An error really of concentration there from Prost, but it really finishes any challenge that he has to Ayrton Senna.
And now Ayrton Senna crosses the line to go into his 44th and last lap on his way to his 5th win of 1988.
And Senna's day's work was pretty much over at the start of the race. When he got away, he found more grip than Prost, managed to get into the first corner first, and then it was a question really of how quickly Prost could get past Berger and Nannini, who got away in front of him. And in fact it took Alain Prost too many laps to do that, and by the time he got through he was 12.5 seconds behind Senna, and nobody can give Senna a 12.5-second start in the same car in wet conditions. Prost made a terrific fight of it for a while. He was, when they weren't in traffic, he was lapping quicker than Senna, but not by very much, not enough to seriously threaten Senna. And then later in the race Prost had a little spin and it was absolutely all chance gone.
Ayrton Senna wins the German Grand Prix. Now it's got to be going less than 7 seconds, and it is. Senna gets away. Prost, fantastic. Senna left on the grid, and they go flying past it, and this has given Prost an enormous advantage. Berger second, Capelli third, and it looks like Warwick up into 4th position at the arrows, and Senna has really got himself a problem now.
Disastrous start for Ayrton Senna. Berger really charging, having a go, chasing Prost, but that has absolutely put the race into Prost's lap. Potentially what Prost will desperately be hoping for now is that we don't get any rain early in the race, because the weather is very marginal indeed, and of course if we get rain and people come in for tyres, then the race is stopped.
And Ayrton Senna is now starting to carve his way through the field, and in a situation where the Brazilian was as tight as a violin string when this race began, he must be even now very, very worried in the cockpit. And Senna goes through, right almost onto the grass.
Tremendous stuff there from Senna, so he really is charging.
There's Senna, he's ahead of Berger. So Ayrton Senna is now on lap 11 in this tremendously exciting and significant Japanese Grand Prix, up into 3rd position. The course is starting to get very damp indeed. They're going to have to make a decision about tyres before very much longer.
Seen 2 or 3 spins since we had this little bit of drizzle, so certainly the track is very slippery, and you see Senna, as I predicted, when the conditions got a bit treacherous, is catching Prost very fast, and this is a potential opportunity for Senna, who Prost will be quite glad isn't quite close enough at the moment, and hopefully Prost can power away, but Senna is getting there, and this is a serious problem moment potentially for Alain Prost. He's going to have to punch that boost button. Senna is getting close to him, and Senna is going to challenge for the lead. So Prost will have to go up the inside of Senna. Ayrton Senna has got the lead.
Senna quickest, 146.3, 123.26 miles an hour on lap 33 in this 51-lap race.
And Alain Prost appears to have given up the chase. He's eased right back, and the gap is now very comfortable indeed.
Ayrton Senna crosses the line, and you can see his exultation. He knows he is the world champion. Axel and Nannini have gone round to rejoin. Now this is an incredible situation, because they will be starting a full lap back, but on the move, and as the lights go to green, Prost is in the lead, and that Patrese is coming up right alongside Senna, who closes up on Prost. And this is going to be an extremely confusing race, and Senna goes through. Ayrton Senna goes through on the second lap to take the lead from Alain Prost, who goes into the pits. And as I was saying, this is going to be a tremendously confusing race to follow because of the tyre changes. Now, Alain Prost has rejoined the race on the third lap in 17th position, and we will, of course, keep you posted. Lap 4, Ayrton Senna into the pits now. And now, Ayrton Senna has got a problem because it is raining hard here in Montreal, and he is on slick tyres, whereas the leaders, the first three, Patrese, Berger and Boutsen, are not.
There we see fastest lap for Ayrton Senna, which is an important testimony to the conditions, because that tells us that using slick tyres, dry weather tyres in these conditions is definitely the right way to be. So Senna is already on the quickest setup, and he's just taken second place. He has passed Thierry Boutsen, and he certainly pulled away a large amount from him.
It's raining again, and I saw Warwick dart out of the picture there.
No, Senna has finally got to the pits. I think Senna made for the pits, and sure enough, there is Senna. So he's finally had to give up, give best and go for wet weather tyres, but being on a fresh set of wets may not be too bad a thing.
Lap 35, race order. Riccardo Patrese leads, but he's being caught by Warwick. There is Patrese into the pits. Warwick is going to take the lead. I was right. Patrase's original set of wet weather tyres have worn.
Yes, Senna, who's been catching Warwick really hand over fist for the last few laps, some 4 seconds a lap or more. Senna is now poised to bounce, but remember, he won't be in a hurry. The visibility is very poor, running in somebody else's spray. He knows how much quicker than Warwick he can go, and he won't want to take any chances. He's driven a mature race and not taking any chances, but he's done that without a chance. He didn't show much patience at all. And Senna stopped. Senna is in trouble. And could this be fuel? The speed was marginal for the race. Senna out of the race with only 2 or possibly 3 laps to go.
Now, remember, this could be the most important few seconds of the race. 44 laps. Senna gets away well. Berger gets away well. Prost falls in behind Senna. So it's Senna, Prost, and Mansell goes onto the grass. Rejoins. Berger is third. Mansell goes up into 4th position already. Mansell has already gained 2 places, gone over the curb, rejoined. Senna will now use the opportunity with a clear circuit in front of him to try to build a gap between himself and Prost. And look at the visibility problems they've got, as it's Berger third, Mansell in 4th position. Ayrton Senna leading from pole position, followed by his teammate Alain Prost. Now up towards the Les Combes. You can see the woods on the right and left. And Ayrton Senna will be giving it everything that he and the McLaren and the Honda engine behind him have got. And you can see that he's already got quite a little gap between himself and Alain Prost. Ayrton Senna has got a very commanding lead of 12 seconds over Alain Prost, who is 18 seconds ahead of Nigel Mansell. Thierry Boutsen in 4th place. That lets Alessandro Nannini up into 5th position. You're watching the race leader, Ayrton Senna. Here they come, into the bus stop for the last time. There's only a few hundred yards to go now. Senna is going to win. Prost is going to be second. Mansell is going to be third. Out of the last corner, the McLaren team cheer their man home. Ayrton Senna has won the Belgian Grand Prix. Alain Prost has finished in 2nd place. Nigel Mansell has finished in 3rd position.
Was very tough. To come for overtaking maneuvers with other cars was impossible. I see nothing, and just going behind a cloud of water, and unbelievable, really danger, and as I said, I hope we don't have to face such a race again.